I think I cooked my transmission. I probably cooked my transmission. Whenever I shift into second gear, I feel like a gear spinning against the shifter, I guess. And it just sounds like metal, almost like a buzzsaw, like a dull buzzsaw on metal. That's probably not good. But anyway, I think that people are starting to get it. I think that people are starting to get it. And what do I mean by that? Maybe people have gotten it for a while. Fuck, man, but maybe not. I don't know, how many people, like, believe in God now? How many people are, like, not atheists because of music? This is... Fuck, man. I think this is probably why I appreciate Cameron Winter so much. I can't stop listening to his record. And why I think he's doing good. And why I think a lot of music is actually doing good right now. Because, like, I mean, if you ask most people, like, how often are you hearing, like, well, I have no conclusive evidence for the existence of God. Like, how many people are actually saying that kind of thing now? Do we all agree at this point? Are we still... I mean, sure, it took us long enough. Guys, us. Yeah, not me. I don't know what you're talking about. Me, I've been based forever. So... I'm, don't count me among this, but, I think people are starting to get it. That was me over accelerating. I wasn't even accelerating. I was just hitting the accelerator too much while the clutch was down from going from first to second. But anyway, like, how many, like, atheists are there? Like, Reddit-type atheists. Is that even a fucking thing anymore? Do we all agree that, like, you're a loser if you think like that? I think we're getting there, at least. And I think most people are, like, they get it. And to the degree that is, it's not to the degree, where it's like, we have to serve the Lord. It's more like, everyone's like huddled, like dark in the dark, like they just discovered fire or something, and they're like, okay, what do we do? That's the vibe I get from Cameron Winter. Is like, he gets it, and then he's like, oh, okay, what do we do? And I think that's where I come in. And I think that's where I come in as a warrior. And I'm not the one to study what we should do. I'm the one to be like, alright guys, let's fucking go. Alright guys, let's fucking go! You know? That's my job. So, I don't even know. So what? I guess I should. If I'm gonna be at the head of the charge, I should probably know what, right? Damn. I just lost my train of thought just now. That might be a demon. I might have just caught a demon in on recording just then, because I came to this point and I came off the rails. So that's probably helpful. I guess it's helpful that I'm recording this. I mean, bad things, multiple bad things have to happen in a row for me to not, for this recording to like get lost or something, and for it to remain in darkness. I mean, that's the point, right? Just show it the light. But I think I need to reorient right now. I'm just driving. It's like 1 a.m. It's like 1:30 because I went to sleep at 7. It's 1:30 a.m. and I'm driving around because I went to sleep at 7 p.m. and then I woke up at 10 with the understanding that I really did a number on myself for the next 8 hours. So that's what I'm up to. I like downshifting. I like downshifting because you press the clutch in and then you bring, at least in this car, I have to bring the revs to like where it would be, where it's gonna be once I downshift, which is gonna be a lot higher, especially in second. My like early gears are so janky. My early gears are so janky because I drive a 1986 Audi 4000. Because I wanted to be fucking cool. Because I bought my car based on coolness. That's a pretty funny story, actually. Me buying the car. I paid the full ask for it. I didn't haggle at all because I don't know. That's funny. And it was in Bremerton, right? Which is maybe like what, 10 miles? 10 miles drive back to Bainbridge. And so I got the car, I drove off immediately. First of all, I stalled moving off. Like I backed out, and the guy that I bought the car from, he like directed me out and made sure there was no cars coming to help me. And then I stalled trying to move off. And then I freaked because the first intersection I had to go to, it was a hill start at a light, turning left, and I couldn't bring myself to do it, so I dipped off into a Dairy Queen, and I don't even remember how I got out of the Dairy Queen. And then I went the other way. I left, and I went the other way. So there was the way out, the way back home, right? Which was like Kitsap Way, Silverdale Way, wherever. It turns into like 3 different ways, which I think is kind of funny. But I'm going way too fast for third gear right now. I should probably just slow down. I'm trying to have a chill drive here. So there was the way that I had to go, and then the other way, which just led to like a residential dead end, which is the way I ended up going. That's not, man, yeah, that's not very warrior-like. But also, I was in over my head. And I did make it. Like, I did make it. Is the thing. I regrouped, and I ended up making it. Making it back home, I mean. By going off into this weird residential area and practicing hill starts. Yeah. And then I ended up making it, and I got on the freeway back up, and stalled plenty at just stops, you know, as you do, like you do. Damn, they got speed bumps all over this road. I'm trying to take a nice scenic road. I'm just trying to go 40 miles an hour past all these people's houses and make a fucking ruckus. But they got all these speed bumps, making me go 10 miles an hour, forcing me into second gear. Frankly, they're making me... You hear that? That's what they're making me do. They're making me rev to 3,000 RPMs, to 4,000 RPMs, because I have to stay in second gear, because they got all these speed bumps. I can't go too quick, so... It's not my fault. Yeah, anyway, I really like this car. I think... So my previous opinion on cars was that, as far as like a dream car is concerned, was that my dream car is a all-black Ford Explorer, so that people think I'm a cop on the freeway and drive safely around me. And that was my like car opinion. That was like the extent of my car thinking. Was that if I had all the money in the world, I'd get like a new Ford Explorer in all black, so people think I'm a cop. But now, like, I only really want a manual transmission car. And I think the deal with it is that it's taking the place of like gaming. Like right now I'm kind of I'm in like a dangerous space mentally. Spiritually, maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of good. But also I just got a demon on camera, so maybe I'm not. But anyway, like right now, in this bad way that I am, right now, I would be like gaming. I'd just be gaming. I would just be gaming. I would just be gaming. I would just be gaming right now. Playing like a roguelike. Which is very apt for the joke that I just made, where I just said I would just be gaming over and over again. I think that joke is exemplified, sublimated by the roguelike genre. Good thing I never played Balatro, right? Damn. No one cares about Balatro anymore. That's the thing, is that you're not missing out on media. You're never missing out on media. Like Frankenstein? Am I gonna miss out on fucking the Frankenstein movie? Don't think so. I don't think so. Everyone's just gonna forget about it. So I'm good there. I've just been saying, because I haven't read the book. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna watch that. What? You're not gonna watch Frankenstein? It's got Mia Goth in it. Well, I haven't read the book yet. I need to read the book before I watch the movie. It's like Hunger Games. Remember Hunger Games? Anyway, what was I just talking about? Shit. Skipping media. I would be gaming right now. And roguelikes are the sublimation of the endless gaming spiral. Yeah, I'd be playing like Slay the Spire or something like that, and listening to like long form. You always have to be listening to long form YouTube videos about something that makes you feel good and productive, like you're doing something productive, like finance or something, or like politics. Fucking dummy. But I think cars have probably... Cars are starting to take up that nook in my mind. Gaming sense is how I referred to it in a YouTube video that I made years ago when I was listening to a lot of Björk, for what that's worth. But I think that's like, that's good to keep to the degree that it's a hobby, and I don't geek out on cars, because that's not where I should be going. It's cars. Cars isn't where I should be going. And that's a bigger idea than just like, don't get sucked into cars, bro. You're not a mechanic. I'm not a mechanic. I'm not gonna be a mechanic. I'm gonna have some level of general mechanical knowledge. But I can't get... I have a more clear illustration of this thought that I worked out last night when I also couldn't sleep. And I guess I can just tell the story. It's a story I came up with. So there's a boy, and he's born into a town of druids. I think it's probably just druids. And they tell him he can grow up to be whatever he wants to be, but he displays a tendency toward and a capacity for violence, and not in like an antisocial way, but just in the way that a boy does. But they scold him for that, and then he gets reprimanded for that. So by the time he's like 16, he has to leave. And he goes to a city, and he tries to find people that can be with him. And he fails. It's like they can see into him and see, or it is that they can see into him and see what's up with him, or at least like smell something that's not right with him. And so he doesn't get very far like that, and he gets destitute. He starts to become not nihilistic, but misanthropic to a degree, until in an alleyway a rat or a gremlin carries a scroll to him that he picks up, and it's an advertisement for a Warriors Guild. And the Warriors Guild has been driven underground. And that's what the Warriors Guild is. That's what's up with the Warriors Guild. And so they have to selectively invite people. And it's essentially like a brochure where... Which way am I going? I don't even know which way I'm going. It's like a brochure for the guild. And the brochure has like instructions for joining, which is essentially a training and study regimen. And I'm not sure it's important. I'm not sure that these specifics are important. And so he spends the next couple of years like training and studying and becoming himself in order to join. And so eventually he gets to like the point he needs to get to, and another gremlin or rat appears and brings a message that he has to get a sword. He has to find a craftsman to get a sword from. And so he comes upon a craftsman, and it's like this old guy. This is the illustration of the idea right here. It's this old guy, and he has mechanical arms that are spider-like. And he invites the guy to his shop, and very early on, the guy sees the sword that he wants. He's like drawn to a sword, and he's like, "Oh, nice! Hey, thanks for finding me the sword." But the craftsman like doesn't let him leave, and he starts like spinning this giant web of knowledge to get him, to like wrap him up and entrap him forever. And so he has to like put a stop to it and grab the sword and like fight his way out. And that's how he overcomes that. And then the story ends with him coming back home after he gets initiated. Like, he succeeds, he gets initiated into the guild, and then he comes back home to like show everyone that he's found a place in the world, but they cast him out, and he's only met with vitriol, and he has to figure it out on his own at that point. And that's the story. But that idea, the idea of a craftsman as like a warrior who could not make it because he ended up fixating on the wrong shit. He ended up fixating on the wrong shit, and he ended up becoming like a web spinner. And you can see this. Everyone can see this. YouTube knowledge. And this is, I don't want to like diss Craftsman. I don't want to, because you need the sword. Someone's got to make the fucking sword. And you want the best person possible to do that. But that's a way that you can fall. That's a way you can fall, is getting sucked up into craftsmanship and being like being a generalist, essentially. So only get what you need. question, then a resulting question from that would be, how much is enough? And I think probably that can be felt. I think that probably that can be felt. Pretty much. That's a warrior's answer, I guess. Damn, there's a Masonic temple right next to the high school. That's funny. There's also a doctor's office there. So, don't know what's up with that. But for my sake, the limit on acquiring general knowledge is to be felt out. So, and essentially what I'm doing is like I'm trying to treat it with the same level of caution that I treat video games. But it is still different. It is like different because it's productive. It's productive to know how to change your own oil, or to make stuff. I'm still gonna make not make instruments. I'm still going to do instrument repair. But I need to not lose sight. I need to not lose sight and like be able to make money, but not lose sight. This is fun because I am actually lost now. And I'm just driving around. Speed limit's finally 35. I need something else to talk about now. So I'm just gonna narrate what's going on until something actually important comes to mind, which there's gotta be like I say that like I don't know, I say that like Cameron Winter. What do I do? Damn. What do I do? Yeah. Follow me, man. Follow me, guys. I know. Okay, what is it? Oh, jazz vocabulary? What do we do? Jazz vocabulary. Do jazz vocabulary. That's pretty funny. What do we do? Nah, not that. I guess I could talk about that. I do have that. I have it like written down though. There's not much use in me talking about that. Why jazz is like cooked. I wonder if there's something more I can make of that right now though. Like I'm gonna go off the island, I think. I don't want to drive around on the island anymore. Yeah, what we do is not recite a ton of jazz vocabulary. That's not what we do. You could probably win an award like that. Probably win an award. But that's not what we do. What the fuck do you get from jazz vocabulary, though? What was it pointing to is maybe a better question or thing to consider. And I keep thinking about A Love Supreme as kind of the penultimate jazz. And like it didn't, it never got any better than that. I don't know. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Maybe it never got any better than that. And everything else is a cope, and jazz exhausted its usefulness by that point. John Coltrane, he's like stopped playing saxophone eventually. Man, he just started like humming. That's what he did. That's like the point he would get to live late in his career, is you just take the saxophone out of his mouth and just like sing into the microphone. So like, what are we doing, man? We're like playing TF2. It's like a fucking TF2 lobby. We just doing it for old time's sake, man. Video game music. Video game music is probably cool. It's probably like a cool place to end up. Like Zoomers. Zoomers playing jazz, ending up. It's better than playing old ass songs. I think, probably. It's probably better than, I mean, still everyone's trying to sound like, everyone's just doing John Coltrane and Charlie Parker stuff anyway. Over the video game music. So it's like, what are we, still, and yet, what are we doing? I don't know. This is all stuff that I've gone over. It's not worth the megabytes. It's not worth the megabytes on my phone. But I gotta keep talking. I'm not even halfway done with the drive, man. I'm not even off the island yet. So I gotta keep talking. The phone's not gonna die immediately. I might run out of space, though. Maybe I'll just end this recording and start a new one, just in case. Right on, right on. Swerved a little. I'm in 4th gear going 30 miles an hour. Is that normal? Couldn't tell you. It's normal for me. For a guy like me, car like mine. I could talk about cars. I could talk about cars more. Because I've given it more thought than... That's like purely utilitarian, or maybe Puritan, car thinking about the like new Ford Explorer to look like a cop, so everyone drives safe around me. That is kind of a like maybe a pure thinking. My thinking now is that I think right now I own the best looking car possible. No. I think the coupe, the Audi coupe from this generation is the coolest looking car ever, barring like classics, I guess, or like a Mustang. That's probably my favorite looking car. Is like 1999 to 2002 Ford Mustang. It just looks like I don't know. It looks like a dart. Looks like a bullet. Looks like I'm killing people when I drive. Because when I drive, I get in the mood to kill. And this ties back to the video games thing. Just satiating my bloodlust. Placating, rather. To suggest that it's not really going away. It's not really going away. I still want to kill people. So I'm gonna get a Mustang. Nah, I should probably get a truck though. I should probably like not have this car. That's kind of that's the dilemma I have now. Is that it was definitely a mistake to get this car, and I should have gotten just like a truck. Like I could have got like a late 90s, early 2000s Ford Ranger for the same price I got this car. And my life would be it would make my life a lot more productive. I don't want to say easier, but more productive. To have a Ford Ranger or like an F-150 or something. Probably just a Ford. I think I just want a Ford truck only. Maybe a Toyota. Like a Tacoma or something. An old Tacoma. But yeah, like a Ford truck is probably what I should have right now, and I probably shouldn't have this car. Even though I think it's like the best looking car possible, only outdone by a different body type of the same type of car, same era, same generation, make, model. I still don't know the jargon, and I think I'll probably be okay without the jargon. I'll probably just absorb jargon from people who know more than me, and I'll get to a place that's fine and I don't have to think about it too much. I don't have to watch videos, YouTube videos. Every car part explained in 15 minutes each. 15 minutes per part. I probably don't have to do that. I think I do want to get this car looked at by someone knowledgeable, just to orient myself, I guess. But I don't have to become like a guy. I don't have to become a guy with this. That was a cool shift. That was a cool shift I just did. And then a mediocre shift that was premature. Well, yeah. I should probably have a truck right now, and I probably shouldn't have this car. But I'm glad I got it for the learning. If only for that story. If only for that extremely entertaining story I told about how I got the car. About how I got a car and then I was scared but I made it home. That's the plot synopsis. It explores themes of identity. So you're not allowed to say it's bad because it does explore themes of identity. And that's really what you need to do with art. That's what art is for exploring themes of identity. Like Hegel would say, Hegel would probably say that the point of philosophy was to get to the point where for the spirit to discover itself through language and birth, whatever ideal the idealists came up with. I'm not well read, alright? I'm not well read. I'm well listened to YouTube videos about it when I was playing roguelikes, when I was playing video games. But in that same way, what was I just talking about? What was I comparing that to? You probably have a better memory than I do. You're probably paying attention right now. So, just draw that comparison yourself, because I forgot. Anyway, I probably shouldn't have this car, and I should probably find some way to parlay it into a Ford Ranger and just have a truck and have my life go better, probably. But this car is awesome. Counterpoint, this car's awesome, and 50-year-old guys are always giving me thumbs up or like metal horns or things of the like, looks of approval. And I think I can turn that into money somehow. Probably just by knowing those guys personally. Right now it's just dudes on the road. So just gotta reach out to people, I guess. But I'm sure that this car can like get me a job. Which is kind of also the value of a truck. So maybe I don't need a truck, and this one's fine because it's not like I need to be moving a shitload of lumber for people right now. I need to be teaching people's kids music right now. Which maybe this car actually helps with more than a truck. But if I may now go into Fairy Fantasyland and conjecture on my dream car. My dream car. My dream car is one of these cars that I'm driving right now. But it's a coupe and it's a quattro. That's the expensive version. I have the really cheap version. And it's just front wheel drive. But the quattro, you'd never believe it was German. But it's all-wheel drive. And they're way more expensive. And, like, nice and reliable, supposedly. According to, like, forums. Which is, I guess, the best place to learn about these cars. Not that I spend a ton of time on fucking forums. And I don't mean to. But in my 40s and my 50s, hey, maybe I make a project out of an Audi GT from like 82 to 87. And yeah, I get a quattro. I spend like $50K on it. Not right now though. I think this car's probably serviceable until then. And it looks nice. It looks so nice, man. It looks nice, and I feel kind of cool driving it. Honestly, that's why I went on this drive, in any case, was because I wanted to feel cool, because I like my car. So that's what I'm up to right now. And I think that that reinforces the video game angle, video game sense that I've been on about all night. So that's my dream car, or a Mustang from between 1999 and 2003. Yeah. I was thinking I wanted to ride a motorcycle, but not actually. Not on the road, just like a dirt bike or something. But I don't know anybody. Two issues. I don't know anyone who's into that, so I can't just like text someone and then fulfill that urge. And also, I'm not gonna buy a fucking motorcycle, because I've been on Facebook Marketplace looking at trucks and free firewood and shit like that, and I've been seeing like Honda bikes for $700, and I had to look inside of myself and decide that no, I'm not the guy that gets one of those, who drives it on the street like through a neighborhood, being mad loud. Yeah, that's not me. That's not what I'm up to. No, sir. My transmission is a lot more smooth now. It's not I'm not getting a grinding when I go from first to second gear. So that's good. Yes, it's because my engine is hot. My oil is molten, and the engine is hot. So I guess I'm probably good. Yeah, but like I want to ride a motorcycle, but I don't really have any avenues to do that. I'll probably just let that go. I'll be fine without riding a motorcycle. And I'm not, that's like a way to get webbed in. Get a motorcycle, because that's like something that you can understand mechanically a lot easier than a car. Because a car's like a whole complex system, and a bike is like that same system but simplified and essentialized. So that's like probably a really strong way to get into like mechanics, motor mechanics. And I could see myself doing that, but I don't think I should, because that's a way to get like distracted and wrapped up, and I don't want that. I can't be having that, so I'm not gonna have that. Ooh, downshift, downhill. Fun stuff. Not using any pedals and staying the same speed. That's fun, man. Let me tell you. You're missing out. You're missing out, man. What? You think it's actually gay to think about this stuff, and you don't care at all, and you just want to not think about cars and just drive an automatic? Damn! Yeah, that's probably cool. I was probably cool when I thought that. So, joke's on me. I'm in Kingston now. I got off the island. What else do I have? I can't be out. Is there a musical problem I've been thinking about? Not really. I've just been flexing. Actually, it's a musical problem I solved. It's a musical problem that most people solve very early on, because it's a very simple solution. It's a guitar problem, and you know what the solution is? I don't even have to say the problem. The solution is a capo. I started using a goddamn capo. And I think that my resistance was because of jazz. Was my resistance to using a capo and being like, the guitar is a complete instrument and you can play in any key with any harmonic approach and it can be equally as good. It's kind of postmodern, I guess. Postmodern conception of guitar. And that's just working myself overtime to a point that is not what I want. The point that I don't want is to be a technician of the guitar. A guitar, yeah. Like that seems like a mage thing to me, or like a rogue thing. Like hyper proficiency. I mean, it's not like I don't practice guitar. I practice guitar every fucking day. And I do need to get better, but like developing an approach that allows me pure harmonic freedom in any key, like I'd be better off just practicing piano more, probably. So, point being that capos are good for you. Capos are good for you, kid. And I've been writing songs like crazy. I've been writing songs like crazy. Not solely because of the because I had started using a capo, but definitely has helped. It's like weight off my back. So that's pretty cool. That's awesome. It's been working, man. And the guitar practice I do doesn't have much to do with harmony, honestly. I think ideally, like in a band setting, I offload harmony onto a keyboard player. I just offload harmony, because it's so laborious that I don't know. I'm far more concerned with melody. I think. I should just be focusing on, not just focusing on melody, but primarily focusing on melody, and having all my other practice and instrumental capabilities, have everything in support of that, and just not have to worry so much about harmony. And if I can just get someone that I trust to cover that, that's a mage thing. Harmony's kind of a mage thing. And there are a lot of aspects to it, and maybe it's like a multiple people thing, but I'm confident that that's a good place to have it. Not that I'm overlooking harmony. By no means. But that'd be a big load off. Again, that's a solution that I want to be working toward. Yeah, I mean, I take a melodic approach to guitar. That's where most of the practice goes, is like scales and shit. Developing melodically is where, like, I want to be good at guitar. Bob Weir, is it Bob Weir? He's the other guitar player in the Grateful Dead. He probably got one of the most like complete harmonic approaches outside of jazz. I mean, like Joe Pass or like Wes Montgomery or something. That's not where I need to go. I just need a strong melodic angle in order to lead the charge. So that's what I'm doing on guitar. And then I need to practice reeds. I need to practice bass clarinet. and saxophone. I haven't been able to in the apartment, but now I don't have an excuse. Now there's no excuse, buddy. So, and that's probably the most direct you could get as far as melodic development is concerned. I shifted too far down. I should have just gone in second. Yeah, I mean, practicing single reed instruments, that's about as straightforwardly melodic you can get. I mean, I guess beside like a trumpet, but they're basically comparable. They're basically comparable. If you want to be technical, of course, trumpet is more straightforwardly melodic than a single reed, but who cares? Who cares? So that'll help. And then being a front man, that's what I want. That's what I need for a band. Right, so band. So having a band. I don't have an immediate plan to form a band right now. I do have a seed of what it looks like, though. In maybe a year is when I get to it. And it looks like me not having any rhythmic responsibility toward the songs played live, and relying on the band for that, and just being a front man. Of course, not no rhythmic responsibilities. I mean, you always have rhythmic responsibility if you take it fucking seriously. Taking it seriously is a rhythmic responsibility in any case. Haha. But the idea is to offload all of the structural elements, and essentially that means that I don't want to be playing guitar all the time, playing like the riffs and everything. Like, I'll just write the fucking music. I'll just write it and find someone who can play it. And then, like, I can just be a frontman and be the conduit, the point, the asymptote on stage to be the focus. And I can play a melodic instrument and take a solo and direct energy that way. But the main thing is just like punk. Just like punk, man. Energy. And that has to do with being a warrior, I think. I think that's probably the highest expression of that I could get to. So that's where I want to be with a band. And I don't want to have the responsibility of keeping the fabric of the song together, by playing guitar. Playing the guitar part for the song, right? I'll play plenty of guitar, but I don't want to be tied down by the guitar part and needing to have that down while I'm singing, you know, while I'm trying to get the point across with like poetry and dance and melody. The guitar, or any instrument, playing an instrument and having a like structural role in the song it's just gonna get in the way. Is that necessarily true? Maybe not, but for me it is, I think. Like, it's probably not the case for, like, Primus. But for me, it is. So I have to build that. He got like really good at piano. And I want to play music with him. And I want to test to see if he can be my harmony guy. And what does that look like? Like, what does it look like to get someone in the band? It's not just, it's not, man, you should jam, we should jam. Oh, man, we should jam. Maybe that's how it starts. I mean, that is how it starts. I mean, that's how it starts. Maybe, I don't know. I think I have enough, cachet around here that I can like send like a gremlin with a scroll on it and like have a cordial invitation to like what I have going on, instead of being like, we should jam, because that always ends up shitty. No, it's not like shitty. It's not shitty because it's fun and it's a party. It ends up as a party, not a adventuring party, just a hanging out party, which is fun, but. You know, it's not the point. It's not what there is to do. It's not what there is to be done. What is to be done is appeal toward the highest good. Haha. And so the initiation process involves getting someone on board with that. Getting someone on board with the idea of appealing to the highest good, which goes to the first point that I made tonight about how everyone probably believes in God at this point, which is a source of optimism, we'll call it. Call it a source of optimism now. Like people have a reason to appeal to the highest good. And so I think I can get people on board with that, which is really good. Yeah. Trust me, it is really good. Alright, I think I'm done.